Howdy doody. Howdy doody indubitably. It is the time, indubitably. Yes. We have quite a few builds to build, indubitably. You'll be master. Well, indeed. Welcome. Alright, first got Ronan's builds, which has 3 Tanner, Ducket, and double, okay, vertical missiles. Alright. I see. Alright, Tanner, Ducket. That is, and double vertical 12 cell. AKA greatest missile in the game. There you are. Boom. We're overburdened because it is just too good. Too epic on the sauce. Alba. And what we got for needs? PO4. Dear God. PO4. SLT. Good God, bro. Gotta get those missiles just missiling, dude. And Hikushi. Salt. Why would I miss? How's this overburdened? Nani? Your flow was good. Welcome to humble abode. What did I miss? Why is this overburdened? What has become of me? PO4, SLT, Hikushi, Assault Armor, Alba, Maliner C3, Alba, Tanner. Tis the Ducket, yes? It's the... Oh, it's the Cooklet. Oh, okay, it's just blending in with the leg. I see. There we go. Being chillin'. But yes, the plan for this stream, and probably Requiem going forward, is to make the upgraded build and then play a game of ranked with it if we could find matches. Give it a little test drive. See if we missed anything that could be enhanced, that kind of thing. Which I probably would have done sooner, but that does rely on getting matches, so I wouldn't want to sit here for like a minute each match. That would be kind of rough. But we'll see. This is the trial run, you could say. Been testing quite a few builds lately. Oh, nice. There's one I'd like to send in your DMs later. You might find it interesting. Very cool. I am down. Ricky Rat. Karasawa LR Needle Single Plasma. I see. Ronan does love his Karasawas. She does have a kind of Gundam looking color palette, so maybe that is the inspiration. LR, stun needle launcher, single plasma missile. Boom, here we are. I see. That is for the heat. That is epic games. Let's see here. 40 arms. Schmink. Hal legs. Very epic. Yo, Miss Gaming, welcome to Humble Abode. First time being on the live stream? Hell yeah, dude. Welcome to Humble Abode. Glad you could make it indubitably. Let's see here. What else we have? Currently, we're just building up some builds from the Requiem workshop in the server. And then, yeah, we'll build up extra builds as we go on. Whether they're through the chat or the Requiem stream. Or Requiem workshop indubitably. 21A. I see. The mini Wi-Fi chip. VE20C. No, the P20C. VE20C. No, VE20C. Where is VE20C? No, there's no VE20C, no? VE20C, okay. We have VP. Where's VE? 20C. Ah, yes. I see. TA. Very heat. Second best energy spec generator. Yes. Yo, unhinged. Hell yeah, dude. Now there's always a reason for the appearing indubitably. I can type for the life of me. I add a little backstory to my build. Hell yeah, dude. Sorry, I was just playing AC6 and my game crashed the second I sent. I see. That's pretty dope. I have a demo laser reverse joint if you want something fun. I see. I'll definitely take a looks in it, indubitably. Alright, next up. What else we got? Alright, Setsu Esojin build. I see. Alright, we see this, yes? Yes, we did. Alright, Setsu Esojin 6L. LT 6L and Walt 101. Which is what? Oscillator? Or what? Tis. Viral Head. Knockfryer Basho. Knockfryer Basho, Knockfryer. Lula. Abbott. And Hukushe. Pulsama. Ah, see, 370 by 1400 stability though, and 9k AP. AP is not too shabby for something this light, but stability be 14 is rough. The lowest I like to go is about 16, but 370 speed's pretty cool. Although if we're gonna be close range for Setsu Esojin build, it's gonna be a little spicy. Good thing we have Knockfryer legs though. That gives you some points indeed. Although I'm not sure if the recoil is gonna be so good Basho and Basho and Esojin and different Setsu. I'm sure it'll be fine because it can handle either or, but together it might be a little tricky. But we'll see. That is why we do the science, the testing, the Ricky rats, if you will. Take a shot every time GK says I see. You will be drunk very soon. And Setsu, my beloved, is a pretty cool rifle. I prefer the Harris myself, but I am less of a kite player, so I don't mind the weight. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Dying of alcohol poisoning is badass. Be able to post it, yes sir. Recoil isn't that bad, to be honest, and a buff from a soft lock helps quite a bit. Probably. Although I'm pretty sure that only aids you in tracking, but yeah. I can see it. Alright, next up. It's Eden Volk. What is this man? Double LR man? Double LR split Terreno on reverse joint. I see. Double LR is pretty nice, although the cooling rate and such, reload, can be a little rough. Where LRs kind of feel that niche a little bit. Less damage per hit, but more hits and less reload time, so very cool indeed. Alright, Terreno. Should have just went from top to bottom. Boom. Pink. And double cell split. Normal variant. I earn some points. Let's go! 40D head. 40 core. I am of the blind. There we go. Hal arms. And mine beta legs. Lula. PO5. VE20C. And pulse armor. Very nice. Very epic indeed. Put my frame in a few minutes or hours ago. Can't remember. Nice. We will get to it indeed then. We will get to it indubitably. Alright, that's Rensetsu boy. Yes. Yep. Alright, next up. One from Angel. Hold them in build. Hold them in pulse blade, man. Was you to mind? If you want, you can read the lore. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I will definitely take a look. We do love a bit of lore these days. Alright, what's this on the other shoulder? Force cell. Always the force cell. If you always see a AC and it looks like nothing's on the shoulder, probably a force cell. Right, what's next? Same core and head, and Malander for the rest. Not C3 legs. Yes, it is C3 legs, actually. What the hell? Okay. Alula. Abits. And Mangtang. Palsamar. And an extra note. Please keep the Balaam theme if you can. Well, we do have 2 parts that are not Balaam. So, there's that. But, and a Schneider booster. But I see. Keep it to a Balaam for the most part. I mean, it's a double shotted build. I probably wouldn't go beyond Zimmerman's and such, so that's alright. Maybe even go Melander Core, depending on comparing stats with the rest of the AC, but yeah. Looks good. Probably up to Sentai for that capacity. Yo, Ronin, what's up? Oh, Namalabod. Very epic. Next up, oh, another reverse joint. Shoddy. Double Zim, double Songbirds. Interesting. I used to run double Zimmy, double Songbirds on my first build, in my first playthrough. 'Twas devastating. The PvE did not know what to think. And in a lot of ways, it's the precursor to one of my favorite builds, running double Zim and double LCS. Gotta love it, the back canyons. Alright, what we got here? Knockrider head. Should I keep going past? Knockrider. Everything's Knockrider except for Spring Chicken. What else we got for inner? It's SPD, Ocellus, and VP20D. Salt armor. There we go. Watching this while on my lunch break. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. That one from Hollow. What is this? It's a double therapist. Full jailbreak. What the fuck? Alright, it's one of the builds of all time. Lots of places they go up from there. Where is therapist? Up here, it's right. In the weird category. Double therapist, for sale, and the butt on the jailbreak. One of the builds of all time. You just switched all the map show and you'd be immediately better. SPD, PO5, and Hikuche. This is the jailbreak, the rusted, beat to shit starter AC, indeed. 370 speed's pretty cool though. We like that. There's nothing better I can use my time for. I don't believe that. 10 out of 10 build. Now I believe that. That is the truth. What else we have? White Chaos. Not a poor description. This has a lot of power. Karasawa, Explosive Thrower, Needle, and the Songbirds. Very epic indeed. I use a missile rat versus this thing. It moves like Max Reki Rat. I say, very heat. What do we got? My grandfather's in the hospital. Damn. Broke her leg. Or mother's, sorry. Broke her leg while cleaning up a mess. He's in an emergency room at the moment. High on pain meds. I see. That is very rough, man. We hope she has a nice, fast, and easy recovery. What else we have? Oh shit, Carso's down here. What else? Explosive Thrower. Very epic. Songbird and... Is that the Needle? It is. Yes. Yes, it is. here in the AC community. We support we support other ravens, all other ravens even. Hell yeah, dude. She'll need to learn to walk again. Damn, her femur is what gave out. I see. That is pretty shit. The human condition of getting older is pretty cringe. Hey man, that does suck indeed. But you have our well wishes, indubitably. Hal fem tq viral. I see. And the viral. There we go, big boy. Inner parts. Gridwalker. Walt. Oh, Gridwalker. Boom. Walt NGI. Makes sense. And assault armor, yeah, is a fucking monstrosity. Get close to this bastard, you're dead. Dead as can be. Roman Coke, hell yeah, dude. Hey, man. You need what you need. Oh, now we have one from Shattered. Tank Man. Double LRB Tank Man on 20B. Ah, see. B, Tencel, and do it with 3. Boom. You get the ads of all the Ricky Red land. All of the Ricky Red ads are among ye. What are we for inner parts? Talbot and VE20B. Interesting not to go with the Walt at that rate, but to each their own, Maybe you can't. Yep. Alright. 20B, no energy efficiency, but we got the damage. Even one LRB with the 20B can be pretty devastating in the close range. So 2 should be pretty devastating indeed. What if you can... Probably just goes out after 1 charge attack. Don't know if I would keep these or switch to like Kurosawa's. And just alternate the charge attacks, because man, this can be devastating. These will just be on overheat constantly, more or less. Especially on tank where you're super slow. This being on tank itself is just not super optimal, methinks. So switching Kurosawa would definitely be the more synergized variant for sure, because you can spend the charge in that stance. Versus this, you might as well put it on bipedal, even if you want to keep it heavy and just put on a Burza booster so you can assault boost. But we'll get to that. All in good time. Damn. Yeah, YouTube's pretty cool. YouTube is pretty epic. That's already done. Alright, now we have... Is it double Zims? It is. Double Zim, Haupen, or Minigun, and the Pile Bunker. An interesting assortment of weaponry indeed. Boom. Let's go Pile Bunker immediately. And then Zimmies in the back. It is interesting. What else we got? Wrecker Alpha. Wrecker Mind Alpha. Schmink. Mind Alpha 40S and Hal. And man, waffles are pretty cool. SPD, Abbott, and Mangtang. Assault armor. The assault armors are in today. Next up, I believe we are nearly done. Now we have the policeman, which has some pretty nice looking decals. Alright, shotgun, baton, and stun gun. That is pretty heat. Yeah, the egg shooter, egg gun. Boom. Duo, is it duo 2 or 3? Kind of looks like 2. It is. My eyes doth not deceive me. Ton, and then we got Shade Eye, Knockrider, Ricky Rat, and more Knockrider. SPD again, Walt. Interesting, I Walt with a shotgun. NVP 20C. Assault armor. We shall call him Stop Resisting and Murder Everyone. It shall be very epic. Yo, welcome to Humble Abode. Howdy doody. Yo, and I'm Armageddon. Yo, welcome to Humble Abodes. Indubitably. This trade's on the Fritz. Can't play AC6 till I pay for online version. I see. That is not very epic. It is pretty shite. Yeah, I haven't bought physical copies of games in a very long time. Also, I have the Series S, so it doesn't even have a disc drive, so it would be very foolish to do so, if it were me. Alright, so we did you, and you. Yep, we're all caught up. Very epic. It is time to begin the upgrading. Indubitably. Yeah, but no, yeah, I hope you can either get that disc tray fixed, or, yeah, have to grab the online variant, which is pretty shit to have to buy the game twice, because that console decides to murder itself. Are you on old gen or new gen? Like at the Series X or the 1S or X? Stare at the screen for like a caveman 3 minutes instead of sending the build. I see. Hell yeah, dude. Feel free to send it in indubitably. Series X. I see. That's even more shocking then for the disc tray to just kill itself on a new gen console. That is kind of not very epic. Yeah, I don't know. Have you cleaned it out recently and all that? Or is it like, does the disc go in and then just not read, or does it not go in? I suppose either could maybe be fixed with the clean, but yeah, never know. Alright, so double shampoo earshot man with a shield. Oh, see. We could opt the songbird out for like a javelin for the stagger. Maybe. Either way, these are definitely going to become estrogens. Hell yeah, dude. Sort of the devil in AC6 modding on PC. Yo, that's pretty dope. What kind of modding you tend to looking to do? Doesn't take the disc, and if it does, it doesn't read it. Yeah, if you can take it apart and see if it needs cleaning, that may just be it. Honestly, God has joined and try and say like a build suggestion, but I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, for sure, man. You can either submit the build information here in the chat or in the Requiem workshop in the my community Discord server, which is linked in the description. Indubitably, it's a pretty good way to have it queued up for the next stream and all that good stuff, or get an immediate reply when I'm not actually on stream. You can be like, "Yo, here's build. I would like you to upgrade it anytime at your earliest convenience," and I will be like, "Yes, I will do that," and it will be epic. But you can also just send it right here in the stream, or in the comments of one of like the most recent posts or videos, something like that. But yo, just share, of course, the information like all the weapons, the parts, and the innards, and expansion, and then you're good. And the way to get it out is to use a paper clip. Damn. That is not very epic. If you haven't cleaned it in a while, that might be the way to go. Yo, Blaze was good. Just got out of work. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed your stream last time. I wanted to attend, but I got busy, and then I seen you were streaming, and then I checked, and it was offline. So I was like, God damn it, I've missed. But I will hopefully not miss next time. That is my hopes. Gonna check back in with you guys when I get back home. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Yep, share your build whenever. Indubitably. We'll build it, of course, and then go through the builds in chronological order. So we'll build it up and then get to it once we get to it. Indubitably. Or to go through the rest. Alright, so we could keep Earshot, or we could go Javelin. That would be the lighter play, indeed. And Earshot is still pretty cool, though. Not to lie. Alright, upgrading the shield. Better cooling. Longer guard, stronger guard. So overall better parrying shield, for sure. Is it as heavy, though? It is a little... Actually, it's lighter. It's lighter in both categories. It's kind of nuts. Not too sure why to use the other one. I guess it's just some weapons and shields and stuff like that are just, you'll unlock them earlier, so you use them until you get the better variant. What other weapons are more like actual different variants that have different uses, like Azimana and Holder Man. Let's upgrade our head, one of the big threes. I'd prefer like to get our core up into ability. Either way, we're probably going to up the legs to at the very least Melander C3. What was our base speed beforehand? 350. So 350, 340 is kind of where we're going to aim. Okay, that's not bad. Guess we'll keep Basho. Yeah. Okay. Sure, we'll get some nice solid boost out of this. Hell yeah. Abbott. Let's just go with Celis. We don't have any missiles anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anything's fine. I'd like to go Santai though. Nice. Hell yeah. Salt. We'll go Pulse. If we go Melander now, it's too heavy. Sure, C3 would be better than Alba at this rate. Yeah. Alright, I think that's pretty much as far as we're going to be able to get if we want to keep the Earshot. Now, do we want to keep the Earshot? Earshot would be pretty nice inside or outside of Stagger. So would a Javelin, though. Let's compare directly how much damage we can get out of a Staggered Punch with either or, because I'm pretty sure I did this test a long time ago, and I found that it's pretty similar. It would take the same amount of Stagger to kill most opponents unless they're heavyweights. So let's see. Reload and Stagger. Bumps. 3,400. 3,400 is the number to beat. Now let's just kill you, so I don't accidentally kill you, and then sully the test. Boom. Come on, beat 35. 3,600. So yeah, a little higher. Just a wee bit. Thing is, Javelin's not so great outside of Stagger when it comes to the splash damage, but we do have a shield and estrogens to dodge around constantly, so we could afford the Earshot. It's not impossible. Did my party die? No, we're good. No worries, my brother. I gotta catch up with the fam of AC6 indubitably. Hell yeah, brother. Requiem Workshop is where I gotta post the build, right? It is indeed a good place to post it, indeed. This and the other build were RP builds for MT pilots. I see. That's pretty dope. Perfect posted build. Hell yeah. Alright, so do we keep Javelin or do we go Earshot? Let's see. If we swap to Javelin, how much more durable can we get without going under like 40? 27, 1800 stability, 10k AP. It's pretty good. But right now we're kind of fine. And the Earshot do be Earshotting. Guess we can compare the pros and cons. When two things are good, what will do better for the build? Javelin has proxy debt, faster reload, more direct hit damage, and then it's lighter, which allows us more durability and speed. or speed rather. Sometimes both. While the earshot has more splash damage, longer reload, more base damage, and a little less impact. I think we'll stick with the javelin then. Just has all the upsides. Plus now we can go with a thicker core and be epic. Might even be able to go... Nah, too heavy. Always preferable to try better arms, but if it is impossible, it is impossible. And that's alright. Oh, still 40. Nice. Even more durable. Which means now we're not overburdened, which means maybe... Now we drop down to 30. Not entirely not worth it at that rate, but we'll keep the boss shows. It's fine. Nebula might be fun. True, but it is quite the departure from the original build in terms of damage type and such. Plus you have to charge it up, and on bipedal, that's just... It's taking too damn long. And boom, there he is. And now we try to find our match in ranked and give it a little test run. That will be the way to go. Ranked matches, a single, queue time. I'm in promotions. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if this is good enough to go against the A/B rank dudeskis of promotion. If not, might have to switch over to Judgment. I forgot I was in promotions at all. But we'll see. Might have to breeze past promotions in a second. But we'll see. Oh god, what is this? Double Zimmy act missiles on one of the frames of all time. Okay, this ain't impossible. We got good boost distance to evade the Zims for the most part. I imagine a melee weapon was on the other shoulder, but we'll see. We shall see indubitably. Good luck, hell yeah, dude. Do not try to kick me, please. I don't want to overheat quite yet. Boom. PA to PA, very cool. Do not kick me, please. I'm an innocent boy. Zimmits. Bombs. Not a stagger. No melee punishes more missiles, I see. I see to the blind man. Zims. There you go. It's always a tell with the Zim shots. Either predictability or you see the Zims go up. Bombs. Jeez, that was pretty close. He's a chinky boy. Without a durable. But that's impossible. Love how Zim builds always go for a kick. It is something. And switching kicks against a shield isn't so smart because I can just parry that. But I gotta watch out for when he lifts the Zims before they fire, then I can just parry them every time. A little bit. No. There they were. No! Probably should have PA'd, but that's alright. Nah, I just got off first before. Got a little bit of damage. Nothing too shabby. Some natural regeneration. Oh, that missed me by a lot, but that's okay. Oh my god. He's distracting me. No! No! We love the kicks from Narnia. What the fuck is that? The second kick, that's alright. He was on my PP, but that first one was kind of crazy. Zims is a Rivers of Blood of AC6? Kinda. I don't know if it's that strong. It's definitely something. You didn't expect the raw Ricky Rat. So far looking pretty good. Go for the assault boost, my friend. Pop that. Bink. Reload time, a very epic sauce indeed. Good God. I should survive this. Then he'll stagger and die. GG's. GG's. Double Zimi's hard to overcome, but not impossible. 700 HP in a dream. Yeah, what do? GG's, brother. GG's. AC kicks, Lord be like. True, true. They're both one-dimensional and way overcommon. A little bit. A little bit. There's only so many ways to do a shotgun, I suppose. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, that was pretty good. Next build, next build. Alright, next up, we got the vertical missile man. Oh, actually, we have a build to remake. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Actually, I don't need to back out of that because I have it saved. What have we? We have a Wooger Quicklet, a Wooger Blicky build, Oscillator Orbit. Very neato indeed. Dude, these kicks, I swear they really look like they should hit. Sometimes they look like they should hit, sometimes they do not look like they should hit, and it is rough. It is a very rough. Pretty sure kicks themselves are just attacker-sided, so it be like that. What else we got? Oscillator. See ya. Always have a good one. Like I said, they were RP build screen. Understandable, understandable. We shall make them epic sauce gamers. Aw, dude, these are your personal builds, dude. You are the vertical missile man. Vertical missile enthusiast. We all know this. We all believe this. This is much is true. Until we got the Flugel. Flugel. I guess with the melee weapon, it's fine. Guess how melee cancels in. Melee cancel in and hit him with the Wooger, perhaps. Although then you don't have Stagger Punish outside of lasers and kicks, but still pretty solid. Let's see here. What am I blanking on? Right. Inner parts. Flugel. Very epic. Walt 20C. The Walt. Interesting. VP or VE? VP. Assault armor. Boom. We do love some Woogers indubitably. Should I show my jumbo shrimp build? Perhaps, perhaps. Vertical missiles in my 9-ball bill is where they never hit the enemy is moving even a little bit. Oh yeah, that's just the nature of vertical, dude. They have great tracking, but they are not very good. They will track up to you, but they will fall just a little short while you're moving. Which makes sense, because how else would you necessarily dodge them? Outside of moving fast enough that when they actually get to you, they just hit next to you. Now, you could give them splash damage or AoE similar to Plasma, but then they would be absolutely OP. So there's really the PvE missiles, true and true. Their place in PvP is not very epic. They're beat out by pretty much everything else, which is not rough because they would be OP if they were any better, or if they were actually good. So it is what it is. Alright, so here I go, here I go. Each time it's stagger, right? Vertical missiles can do damage. Oh, for sure, but so can like a melee or any other real stagger punish, so to speak. But you know, if they hit the target though, they'd be doing that damage, that impact even. Indubitably. Alright, but let's see here, let's see here. Alright, so what kind of build are we looking at? We could keep Tanner, go like Tanner Estrogen, and go with that combo. And then go missiles, and then kind of rock that. That could make sense. That could be epic sauce. A rifle machine gun thing. And then we missile it up. Probably go 6-cell and some other type of missile. Could go duos. This will be at a decent range, I suppose. Wouldn't be too shabby. Obviously, go on the VPF hard have already had. Malaria core. Arms, Malaria, so we have enough recoil control. Malaria legs, so we're not overburdened. 310 so far. Hopefully try to get that up. What else we want? Guess we go Talbot. Kushi is fine. Could just go 20C for more speed. I like that. Pulse armor, and then yeah. How fast was the original? 31. Yeah, so far this is a pretty nice upgrade indeed. Incredibulous. Alright, we're faster, we're stronger, we're better. Use them in PvE. Yeah. Alternate missiles did 0 damage. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it'd be like that. That's what they're probably best for. Like it's like MTs and just big boys, big lads that just don't, not like AC AI. That is where it gets a little rough. Obvious. Any other changes I would like to make? Not really. Make sure the recoil is A-OK, which I'm pretty sure it is. I'll say. Yep, recoil is chillin'. Let's see it. Yep, no bloom at all. Oh, a tiny little bit at the end there, but not enough to make it matter. Alright, let's check it out in PvP, see how it does. See how it does, and how it Ricky Rats. Once again, bringing it to promo may not be the best play, but fuck it, we ball. We ball. Let's get her done. If we get a match, indubitably. Let's go. Rector's not dead this night. You make a build already about a sniper build? I have not, but I have been constructing one. I'd like to see a decent one. Hell yeah, dude. I shall construct a double Harris build, man. Good luck, hell yeah, dude. What we got here? Ooh, charge pulse wave into Harris with an earshot and a oscillator as a punish. I see, I see. Well, playing vertical is definitely gonna be the play. We do have a 20C, so we don't have a lot of capacity for the dodges, but as long as we play vertical, we should be more or less chilling. The raw earshot, hell yeah, we'd love to see it. Alright, have at thee, my friend. I don't want to waste a whole lot of my, there we go. Actually hit. Damn! Kinda rough. We do love ourselves a good old noodle. Now we go up, up, up. Just keep holding these triggers, dude. You will not chip my toes. Not today, good sir. Not the assault armor. No! Dear God. Yeah, God. I'm surprised it's pulse blade. Actually, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Eh? Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes my toesies are a little squishy. Do it a blam. Yes, yes. How about the? Yeah. I'm gonna start with the pulse blade. Yo. No, my God, I do not want to be hit. Not the raw blade. Good God. Vertical save me. Meleeing it for the assault is it's risky. Keep the B-hops up to simulate a dodge more or less. Reload while it goes around cover. Very nice. I mean, I'm good. Oh no, he baited out my missiles. Dear God. More missiles, more missiles. I will go close to you, my friend. Not the noodle. Dear God. I wonder if he's trying to do Demon Blade. If so, good on ya. It's very cool if pulled off. Tanner, my beloved rifle, or whatever the name is. It is Tanner. Tanner, Tuner, Ricky Ratter. It is a very epic rifle. I concur. No recoil gaming is quite the gaming indeed. GG's indeed, GG's. This the Tanner, Tanner. I don't give a damn. It's the Tanner or it's the Turner. It's either one. I call it the Tanner for some reason. Hey man, hey man, hey man. Sometimes you just gotta Rick the Rat, dude. It's my weak beloved rifle. It's not that weak. It has damage. It may not have the impact to match out things like the Estrogen, but it's got that damage. So it's pretty solid. Matching with the Estrogen is pretty fun. It gives you a little more range, which is nice. Even though this does work upwards to 190 meters, but this is pretty cool. And the reload patterns match up a little bit to cover each other for a little bit. So I'd like it. It's a cool combo. I think it is nice. Is it better than Harris Estrogen? I think both kind of have, if you want less fire rate, more impact, yeah, but if you want more a consistent damage of an infinite beam of bullets, then this is pretty cool. Alright, next up. Actually, we have a build to rebuild, indubitably. This is a light man. The double Sampu, or is that a Sampu and stun gun? It is a Sampu and stun gun on the back. Double Sampu pulse blade with a stun gun. Interesting. No, we didn't even save the paint job variant. Hold up. We color it up and I immediately went into the ranked. Dude, will Requiem carry me to the S rank? Oh my god. I guess it will carry me to the A rank. If we rank up, which would be pretty cool. Alright. Lund. Ricky Rat. Alright, so Sampu, Pulse, Egg, Sampu. Boom. 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 Being chillin'. I want to go from frame parts. The Knockrider, tis. Schmink. Knockrider, Lamborghini, and Ricky Rat. SPD. This is a fast boy. Talbot, interesting, and VP20S. It's a light man. Pulse armor. How fast are we rocking? 403, pretty much max speed. That's pretty naughty. Pretty naughty. What build do you use the most on your own? Most on your own? Probably if I'm just like grinding purely ranked and I just want to kind of just, you know, breeze through it, which, yeah, this build just makes ranked a, any really good build, meta or whatnot, will just make ranked pretty much casual, where you'll win most of your fights and have a couple tough ones. But for me, that is, although not super meta, not super in the meta currently, but the Chimp, the Judgment, Double Zim LCS on a medium weight, or my lightweight variant, which I've been playing around with a lot, which is very fun indeed. Because this build has a great shot against pretty much any build, struggling the hardest against JP Lambs, chairs, and kites themselves. So with the lightweight variant, it catches them pretty nicely. Judgment, Dual Zim, Dual LCS, yes, my beloved. I love having just 4 guns, go ooga booga mode, it's pure power. Indubitably. I have styled up this one indubitably. Not so much this one. I give him the runes, but I didn't give him the full glamour treatment. Indubitably. But yeah, it's my boy. It's my main man. Pure power. I also tend to really like Starman. I used to like Tetra laser shotguns. That's always fun. As well as the other laser Tetra. Dark Star. There he is. Very epic time indeed. Switch up the core so I haven't given him the star decals indubitably. But yeah. This was also pretty fun. My first Tanner Estrogen build with the shield and Ricky Rat. Which is not too dissimilar from the other build we've created. Very epic indeed. But yeah, not too sure I'm using Hal arms over. I guess I want to go for the 30, so get a little more defenses. But yeah. But yes. Did we save this? We did. Alright. Next build We have the last of Ronins. We have a Carousel Man. I'll steal it. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, it's a fun time. Try it out. The amount of people I've fought with it that then matchmake against me using a heavyweight variant or just their build that they were using before, but with Zim and LCS is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. It's pretty heat. Let's see here. What have we here? Karasawa and an LR, stun needle, and a plasma. Plasma burst. Very interesting. Don't know if you got to mine yet. Trying to see. I don't think you have. Brother, I don't think we have yet. Have we? I don't think so. Which one was yours? This was the double LRs. Yeah, we haven't got to that one yet. Let's see here. How do we go from here to Epic Sauce? You could swap the Carousel for the Harris. We are on bipedal, so we're not really getting much of its biggest attribute, being its single charge attack, so that wouldn't be too bad. What does this build really go for? Suppose we'll go with the basic upgrading and see where we land. Go for superior variants and all that. Harris, vertical. Fasan. Or not Fasan, Stun Needle. Stun Needle, better equivalent is definitely just an LCS, or laser cannon. Or an Earshot. Earshot's also pretty damn epic. Must keep Needle? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Just one Needle? Needle so bad. Needle so not good. Needle is poo-poo. Needle is not good. I tell you. Let's optimize innards a little bit. Range man. Very rangy man. I see. Go for the Walt. 20C. See if that damage. We could put it on a wheelchair. Could double up on Needle. And double up on... I wonder if you could. Let's see how far we can get away with that concept. Let's see just how far we can go with it. Because double Needle, double Kurosawa does sound pretty fucking nutty. But can you even put it on a wheelchair and have a decent build with it? Let's find out. Kurosawa. I'm pretty sure you can just barely get away with double Kurosawa on a wheelchair anyway, so this may be very high hoping. Earshot, my beloved. Love nuking incoming blades. It is a pretty nice time. Alright, homeboy, once you're done with that, I've got a suggestion. Very cool, very cool. Very epic, very epic. Alright, so let's see here. Let's try to squeeze the most out of this. Arms and overburdened. Okay. For sure the only arms that can handle double Kurosawa are what, like TQ? No, not even. Snail, of course, but anything else? Or is that it? I think it might just be Snail. Yeah, just Snail. Right, so now we're actually overburdened. If we go to lightest head, how does that look for us? Don't think it's possible to go on a wheelchair. Obviously tank legs, but wheelchair might be a little too not epic enough. I do be like that. Worth an attempt. Supposed to go for the bipedal variant. A bipedal man, if you will. Maybe not dual Kurosawa. Maybe. Could go Kurosawa hammer. That'd be kind of crazy. Kind of build am I looking at right now? The greatest build you've ever seen in your goddamn life. And mostly jailbreak AC, with the head being a Lammergeier head, with any weapons you can choose, and only the first options for interior. That sounds like quite the Ricky Rat indeed. Thing about builds like that have the potential to pretty much go anywhere. It's not really something that's like upgradable. That's at that rate. That's just me making a build, you know. Play against a double Kurosawa while using Tanner / Scudder build almost made me want to commit. I see. Yeah, the only like double Kurosawa build I've ever made is he in here? This is Reforged, so I did Reforged Optimus, so I guess he's more about cosplay. Where is he? Where's Tank Optimus? There he is. Tank, or Truck Optimus Prime, double Kurosawa, double Aurora on 20B, I believe, right? No, 20C, you can't get away with the 20B. But yeah, this thing is pretty fucking nutty. It's pretty fun. Yeah, double Kurosawa can be pretty nice. Alright, so with this... What do we want to do here? There's a lot of ways this could go. Wheelchairing it might be the play. If you do wheelchair, say one Kurosawa, which we get away. Instantly, this is already a 10 times a better build. That's very nice. That's very cool even. Go with the Walt. Go with... we can... no, 20C is going to have to be... if that's the case... if we doubled up on Stun Needle right now, they're probably going to be too much. Yeah, but if we doubled up on LCS, it's still too much. But maybe we can make a deal. Maybe we can make things work. Indubitably. For burdened. Herm. Okay. If we switch it over to Harris as another variant, it's not too shabby. Although we're kind of needing it for its charge attack, or that's why we're going wheelchair. But I guess wheelchair with LCS like that isn't too bad either. Hey, what is my needle? Hey man, needle kinda not epic. God, needle. Dear God. We could kind of make this kind of like the sniper build, where we go like double Harris and Needle for the punish. Could even go double Harris, double Needle. I've seen that be a little mischievous from time to time. But is it true to the original? Kinda. Yeah, let's try making a variant like that. Double Harris, double Needle. See how light we can get with such heavy artillery. Once fought a dude rocking this thing, and his charged Harris shots were so laggy that it hit me pretty often. I ended up winning, but it was not easy, because it was just like instant stagger into needles, so I just had to be way faster at the judgment to get her done. Let's see here. Let's go back to our legs. Try something like this. Coral. Yeah, Walt's gonna have to do. Lula. Overburdened, huh? There we go. Herm. What if we go Alba? Ian shortfall. Not too shabby. Oh, this would barely get away. 308 speed isn't huge, but 340 quick boost and probably a self boost of nearing 400 should be decent. Spreads a LR to become the LRA. I mean, honestly, I'd probably keep it as an LR versus LRA, honestly, in today's climate. Let's see what the assault boost is looking like. Yeah, 460. That's not too shabby. That is not too bad. Obviously, if we land both charge shots, pow, whoop-ah, damage. Pretty decent damage of that. Pretty good. Hard part's trying to keep the spirit of the build while also nudging it towards an archetype that works. It's fun to watch. Here's hoping. But yeah, what's really hard is upgrading it, yeah, to I guess meet that archetype without losing the spirit to certain degrees. Some are easy translations, where you see where they start and know where they're going to end up. And then there's builds like these, which could go in a lot of different ways, but also don't really have the greatest potential to start with. That's kind of rough. Like stun needles themselves, not very good weapons. They're neat, but they are not the greatest for PvP. Almost any laser cannon is superior, as you can just use them in and outside of stagger at the same degree. Same for the Karasawa. Karasawa, although the Karasawa actually has its really good niches with this charge attack. You can spam the charge attack over and over and over without it overheating. Thing is, it'll stance you, but if you use it on a wheelchair tank or Petra, then you're A-okay. So yeah, I guess with this, this will be our final variant. At the end of the day, it has double Harris, and if we must, we can always ditch the needles and rely on the Harris and our durability and new gained speed to win a fight. So yeah, let's first compare it to the original and see how far we've come. Sometimes some builds need a little more of a metamorphosis to work, so it will look quite the difference. So essentially we upgrade the Karasawa, doubled up on that, and since the needle is a must-stay, doubled up on that for a little more synergy of that punish. We could just go with one needle, maybe have a vertical plasma. Let's see what that lands us. Just having the needle for our only stagger punish is kind of rough, but you know. Alright, so say we upgraded the plasma to vertical plasma. Where does that land us? 310 speed, that's not too shabby. This could work. And if we do that, could we go Melander Core? Melander C3. Melander's 305. That's hella chunky, but it's not too bad. If we went with a lighter core, yeah, going back down to 3010, just not worth it at that rate. What about legs? Nah, overburden. Makes sense. This could work. Yo, magpie. What it do? Metamorphosis, you say? I do. I do say it. It's the Mothman. The butterfly didski. How are the needles against a moving target? Outside of stagger, very not good. Inside stagger, obviously, pretty solid. Overall, the needles themselves are just not that great. Like, even if you hit outside of stagger, it's just kind of okay. You know, you'd be better off hitting them and more likely hit them with like a laser cannon like LCS, which you can just spam over and over. So you have faster fire rate. I believe it's lighter overall, no? Yeah, lighter on EN and weights. You can spam it more times. It's great. It's a good time. And it's a little faster on the fire. The base version was for RP. Yep. Haven't head cannoned it still in concept. Understandable. Under Ricky Radable. Alright, so I guess we can give this guy a try. Indubitably. Give him a little PvP trial. Indubitably. Could go lighter, but I'm good. Plus, going lighter at this rate will compromise a lot, so we ball. NGI, though. Can we go with anything else, or is that just going to be... Yeah. Yeah, no. Nothing. Not with this core. Alright, let's see how it performs. Let's see how it goes. Come on, find us a match so we can test out this monstrosity. Yo, what's good? What's the point of the build? Murder things, indeed. Kill everything in sight. Pretty much just Harris kite to a degree. Or just use the Harris as close range or medium range, doesn't really matter. But until stagger and then hit him with the needle. Figures how to do that. You know, just be murdering. Classic murder. We shall see, perhaps. It'd be pretty bad if we're up against a pretty elusive kite. Or a super heavy man. Although, super heavy wouldn't be too shabby. But I guess we'll find out. Ooh, War Machine. Yeah, that's dope. Alright, Earshot, Tencel, Halben, and the Chen. Okay, so he's got that impact game, he's got that durability. We are faster, and we have Harris, so this is not too shabby. And we might be able to pull off charge Harris attacks, which would also be pretty cool. Try to get rid of most of that Tencel. Retaliation. No. Worth a couple of shots. It's going to take quite a while for a staggered proc anyway. Oh, it's coming up right now. Bink. Got him. Oh, the splash actually got me from the ground. It's going to heat. No, my goes are. Which is tagging him with the the needle. That's pretty funny. Earshot trait. Oh, I barely missed too. Yeah, its projectile speed is just kind of not as good as I'd like it to be. If they upped the projectile speed of this, it would actually be a menace. TA. Figures. Plasma might finish him off here. Nah, just a little too late. But the bullet will do it. Dear God. Heavy man. Needle animation is so cool though. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's pretty dope. I was thinking about making like a Thor Odin Sun build, where like double stun needle, the hammer obviously, and maybe like a Harris. So it'd be like fucking kick, hammer. Yeah, that kicks. The kick into the hammer might stagger into the double earshot. That thunder strike. That'd be kind of dope. And then end it with the charge Harris. Be kind of crazy. Be kind of nutty. There he is. Hello, my friend. Could I free aim my stun needle at you, perhaps? That would be kind of crazy. Yeet. We barely hit him. Got a little bit of impact there. Let us duel. And maybe his controller died. I do not know. Why is he jumping? Do not jump, my friend. Jumping is not epic. No. Dear God, I don't want to fight that with fists. Oh, hell no, but I will accept. I will accept. I'm a man. I'm a man of the Ricky Rat. Let's duel. Oh, he hit me, but he didn't hit me. You see the impact go up and it missed by like 1,000 years? That's crazy. Alright, retaliate with the punch with that. Oh God, he's insane. No, I'm gonna start first. No, you got it. I got it. I need to pop this so I have more life. Because he has TA. I need energy. I want him to go for a kick. No! I might win this, actually. There we go. Ricky Rat. Ricky Rat. Ricky Rat. Need back away at Mach 10. Ugh. I'm gonna win by time, dear God. Ah! No! Did I kick me? Ah, did I kick me? GG, man, GG. Oh my God. Hey, man. The medium weight versus heavyweight. It ain't just a weight thing. There's strategy. Ah. That is one of the fights of all time. That was pretty dope. That was pretty epic sauce. That was dope. Zim needle hammer. That'd be pretty saucy. Issue with the needle is that you can sometimes stun an opponent out of your own stagger punish. That is probably possible. Yo, Larson was good. Punch hitbox are very weird. It's just desync. It happens. Just like kicks and all that. Or maybe he punched space-time so hard it rippled and hit me. Or he hit my past self. He hit me so fast I couldn't perceive it, and a couple seconds later, then I knew what happened. And he's just that fast. He's like Reverse Flashman, but like a big armored core dude. It is very epic. Alright, next build indeed. Incredible use. Now, What's up, Lord? We are upgrading builds and then testing them in PvP matches. Currently in my B rank promotions. It is pretty epic. Alright, so we have lightweight Harris. Or not Harris. Well, maybe. But Rensetsu Asujin Man. Very solid indeed. Alright. With a melee punish, though. So if we want a melee punish, we could go with a Moonlight, so we're more range focused. Do we have a range FCS? We have Abbott? Okay, so we're meant to be close range. If we're going to be close range, then upgrading this to the Harris. I suppose melee can stay. It doesn't matter really what it is. I do like the Oscillator as well. Oscillator is cool time. What else? Lessen up the head. Get a better core. Well, at this rate, if we're just going to go with the close range dude ski variant of this man, then we could just grab, where is he? This dude, which is essentially just that. Let's grab this and compare it. Let's compare it outright, which if so, technically we don't need to seed in PvP because we already made a video on it. So 370, but super squishy. It's very fast, but very squishy, which I would expect to be more ranged focus, but since it is close range, it is better to have a little more durability while also maintaining pretty solid speed. And this one has Pulse Armor Call, but now we have Melee, and Melee has great synergy with Assault Armor, although you could just go with a Pulse Blade. This doesn't have Assault, does Pulse? No, I guess I go in between. I'll call. So I guess with that's just an easy upgrade. And yeah, if you want to see this have a PvP fight, feel free to watch the video in which I check out the combo of Harris and Estrogen. Indeed. Next up, we have the Laser Man. The Laser Reverse Joint Man. Indubitably. Dagger is pretty fun. Dagger Assault Armor shenanigans are nice. I was also playing around with the Charge Dagger into Wooger, into the Dagger again. It's pretty fun. It's pretty neat. Might want to make a build out of it. Alright, so what we're going to do here. Done. Is we're going to put it on a wheelchair. Yes. Yes, my friend. The wheelchair calls to you, dude. You must become the greatest wheelchair in all of the land, dude. Greatest, dude. Think about it now. We can charge. Actually, it's pretty funny. You put this on a 20B. And on a wheelchair, you can spam the charge attacks, and it absolutely shreds. But we will not do that. We will keep it on reverse joints. But we will be switching the LRs for the LRs. Because we can effectively just spam the shit out of these, and they will reload super fast, as their cooling is pretty cool. So that's pretty up. Might get more damage out of the LRs, but they overheat faster, and take a longer to reload, and they're heavier. So this, we're light as fuck, and we're doing that damage. With that in mind... 20C or 20B? I guess we'll go 20C since we're a little more... I don't know, we're a ranged lad. We're a little Ricky Rat ranged lad. Q5 might be pretty solid, although Terreno is definitely an interesting one. Terreno, huh? Never played as good as... Hey man. You do be playing the JP chair, which means you could play another chair and be epic in that market. Indeed. The JP chair is the peak of chair. So if you learn that, you will be just as good as him, given time. Alright, so we could go with more missiles, I suppose. I like the Terreno to bonk people without lock. I mean, Terrenos are good for punish, kinda. They do decent damage on punish. You'll get much more out of like a melee, and stuff like that. They're okay for punish, is more of the translation, I would say. But yeah, no. Kicking to Terreno is pretty brutal. True, but if we're supposed to be ranged, you know, kicking is only when they get close. But if we have more power to stop them from getting close, or staggering them by the time they get close, that would also be pretty damn epic. That would be pretty saucy, indubitably. You could also kick into hammer, and you get a bunch of damage impact off of that as well. So there's a whole lot you can do for that. When it comes to barrel stuffing, there's a lot you can do. Depends, double Terreno with Karasawa. Nice combo. We had played around with that combo last stream, indubitably. We have played around with such a combo, indubitably. Yes. But what's better than that is double Harris with double Terreno. Or is it, yeah, double Harris, Terreno, Moonlight. Because you stagger with the just either normal shots or charge shots if you want of the Harris. Then you hit him with the melee of the double hit of the Moonlight. And then you end it with the Torino. And that gets that damage. That damage. And it's essentially a true combo, which is also very epic. But for this boy, for this lad, this Ricky Rat lad. Trino is neat, but it causes us to stagger, and if we're meant to be more of a kite type of reverse swing man, then that's going to be a little rough. We are more medium weight, so it's not like we need to be full super kite dude. So staggering isn't that bad as long as it actually lands and we get the trade. Tell you what, we'll try it with the Torino, we'll upgrade it with the Torino in mind, and then it will PvP test it, and if it tends to kind of screw us over a little more than it's worth, then we'll probably switch it to another missile. Alright, but for other missiles, splits are pretty nice. The lock-on can be a little slow, though. 6 seconds on reload, 1 second lock. Lock-on's fine, then. Reload is a bit rough, though. Compare that to something like Duo with 3, which just does have less likelihood of landing, but, yeah, much, much faster. Maybe Duo 3 and Split would just be superior. You're getting pretty much as much impact with the Split as you're going to get with the Torino. It's just not the stagger punish, but I don't really need a stagger punch if we keep staggering them and shredding them with LRs on VE20C. Indubitably. So yeah, we'll rock that. We'll play, and then if it doesn't work, we'll switch Torino to the Split missiles and see how that behaves. Alright, everything else. Let's see. Hal arms. Probably not necessary for the recoil. Let's see how the recoil is. See how we need to gauge it. OMG, made to a live stream. Hell yeah. Welcome, hello. Welcome to Humble Abode. That recoil is very epic. Got the energy defense. Look how fast it recharges too. Overheated. Oh no. And reloaded. Very epic. The damage you just pour in is crazy. Impact is not so hot. So keeping the Torino as a stagger punish is definitely not worth it. Using it outside of stagger is very cool indeed. Yeah, we just don't really have the impact to get the stagger for it to be a punish. It's really just a hindrance. Where I keep thinking about it. So we will go with split missiles. Alula. I guess this, yeah, it's fine. PO5. Could go Waltz. Yeah. 20C. Sure, get that damage. Plus, we're probably going to get chased down a lot because our speed's not super high because we're going for more of a durable frame with our reverse joints. So, yeah, having some nice close range as well as we kick and back away and all that would be pretty cool. Now for core. Wonder would give us more durability, but less speed. Only by like 8% though. Booster just... Energy defenses go down, but we have arms to take care of that, so that's fine. 1700 stability is pretty okay for reverse joints. 10,000 AP. How are we looking with my beta head? Still 10,000, a little less. Increase of stability isn't huge, so we'll keep the 40 head indeed. Indubitably. Or 1,001 channels in the Discord. How do I set my build? Is it really? I guess that's counting all like the sub. Well, unless you're being the sarcastic, indubitably, the exaggeration. What's it called? Can't imagine if that's legit. That's kind of crazy. Might be counting all these sub channels, but I doubt it. Let's see here. How you made build? Yeah, that's probably. Let's see. Yeah, Requiem Workshop, indeed, in the server. The Requiem Workshop. You just make your own little channel in there, and you're good. Post the build information, screenshot of the build, that kind of stuff is epic sauce indubitably. Really want you to give me a Jusei Karasawa or LRB build. I see. Well, we might have one coming up with the tank, which is an LRB man that might just switch over to double Karasawa, because that is pretty spicy indeed. And it's a 20B build, so I honestly could just give it the Optimus Prime treatment. That'd be pretty solid. It's got missiles, got laser guns. It's pretty cool. I do have a question, Grenanite. Do you ever build an AC that's over the boosters? Quick boost reload, ideal weight. Always wonder about that. Over the boosters, quick. Usually not, but then that's at this rate. Each booster kind of has its own weight category you go for. If you're a medium weight to lightweight, Alula's great. If you're heavyweight, Alula is just not going to cut it. The reload's not good enough. The assault boost is usually not good enough because it's a heavier weight. You want more assault boost because you don't need to dodge around. You don't need that evasion, that mobility, because you're already so durable it doesn't matter. So in a heavyweight, you want things like NGI. NGI is the Alula for heavyweights, or you want Gridwalker to vert kite if you want, or Burzel for assault boost, that kind of thing. So it is definitely worth taking a look at the reload ideal weight and using that as your gauge. You can kind of determine what boosters are good for each weight class. So Alula on a heavyweight is just not so great. Burzel on a heavyweight is great. Gridwalker and Coral. But yeah, so that's kind of how you look at it indeed. Do it, want to see it? We will get to there and do it. Alright, so for this lad, I think we're pretty much set. Yeah. Looking good. 350 quick boost on reverse joint, which is always very nice. The E20C. How are we looking on efficiency for like infinite flight? We got that capacity, which is always good. Yeah, infinite flight's out of the question, but that's alright. Recharge itself. How's it looking? Solid, not bad. Look at that 4,000 damage with it all just piling up. That is nutty. Alright, let's check it out in the PvP. Why the ephemeral arms? Well, not only do they of course have enough recoil to fully handle the arms, but they give us the energy defense we are lacking with our core. And good durability itself. We could go with a lighter alternative, but there's really nothing else I'd really want to swap it out for. Our speed's not going to change, even not crazy. We're not really getting above even 40. We're going to go 40 on the very lightest, but at that rate, then our defenses and durability, or defenses and AP just get tanked. I'd probably go tool arms if I really wanted to go for a budget arm. This give us 330 speed, which is not too shabby. AP gets a little bit of knock, defenses get a knock. Nothing too crazy though. Just our energy defense is gonna get nuked. And explosive, I guess. So missiles are gonna be doing a little more. But yeah, it's only really getting us to 340 or 334, and we would have reverse joints and missiles and ranged capabilities. Plus, it's not so bad if they close in because we got them kicks, which are always very nice. So yeah, I guess we'll rock those. Miss the LRAs. Hey man, LRAs are cool, but LRs, man, they are kind of just in, dude. You just spray and pray. They ain't got no recoil. They are kind of devastating. Alright, let's give it the Requiem paint and see how it does in the PvP. Indeed, see if there needs to be changes. Whether that's lightening up, seeing what's good. Let's see how it goes. Is targeting tracking a stat you consider while selecting arms? Not really. The firearm spec doesn't really matter. It matters if you have an FCS that's not very epic, that needs a little leg up. But yeah, firearm spec really just isn't so great. It's, I mean, it's solid, but like it's not as much. It's just a lesser variant of the stats you get for FCS, so not so good at it. May lag be in your favor. I agree. Laggy reverse joint kicks can go crazy. Usually lag is not my favorite though, so we shall see. Ooh, heavyweight Tetra, man. It's gonna be a lot to shoot down. Earshot to a dodge every now and again, and constant bullets. So we'll try to outrange it indeed. Yeah, it's Rensetsu, and Rensetsu does not have great bullet velocity, so we'll see. Raw earshot? No. Bang. The charge Rensetsu, interesting. Ah, I should have PA'd. Oh, he's assault armor though, that's good. Pop that. Get some stagger action in there, maybe even a kick a little punish. Nah, unfortunate. A little slow. Keep a dodge just in case of that earshot. There it is. GG's. Yeah, I don't know why I delay my PA all the time, man. It's just a foolish flaw. Fourth gen, dude. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Fourth gen man. Impact be impacting, as they say. Pop that early. Don't want to stagger. Well, stagger is out of the question. Oh, kick. No earshot though. Oh, he ditched the earshot for speed. I see. Charge shot on the Harris or the Rensetsu again. Probably not fully intentional. Here comes the stagger. And that is it. GG's, brother. GG's. Oof. Probably should have mixed in a little more kicks, especially since he ditched the earshot. That was pretty much the only thing that would have stopped me. So a little more observation on my end would have dealt me a little better, but we still won. So GG's. Very epic sauce, indeed. And we're in A rank, baby. Back at it again. Like the fourth time I've gotten up to A rank, and then I lose passion or time to rank, and then rank resets, which is pretty epic. But now we're in the A rank, which hopefully doesn't mean we're not gonna find many matches now, because the promotion takes into consideration A rank and B rank to rank up. But now that we're in A rank, it's gonna primarily be A rank. I hope that we get good matches. Congrats, Eggman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dude, the Requiem carried me to A rank. Let us go. Alright, there's our boy. Ricky Rat. Kinda good. I mean, faster than the original. I guess it makes sense. We lighten up the rifles. I mean, we couldn't exactly get slower. Alright, but yeah, the split missiles were doing work, dude. I would have to stop and then eat an earshot or something. Ah, that'd be so rough with the Tranos. But way out here, way out here. Alright, now for Balaam Man. Balaam Shotgun Man. Alright, so it's a double Zimmy melee, man. Pretty standard, pretty simple. We're gonna upgrade the Zims. Pulse Blade is fine. We could go Dagger Assault. That'd be kind of funny. Requiem is gonna be the reason you get to into S rank. That could be it. That could be it. Forcell. We could go Dagger Assault. I kind of want to. We're going to be very abrasive. You know what? Fuck it. We will. We're going to do it. Why? Because we want to. Because Balaam said so. Alright. Now for core. Yeah, energy defenses. Don't really care about that, really. Not much anyway. 350 is nice, but... quite a significant AP jump, a little more stability. That speed won't matter because we're mainly going to be an assault boost anyway. As long as they're a quick boost. Yeah, quick boost 370. That's pretty solid. Lula, of course. Might as well. Actually, no, we'll go Abbott so we can get the missile lock connection. Meng Tang. That's probably why we're so fast. I'd rather go Santai, though. On assault armor. And then we're chilling. Good old Bruiser. Dagger for higher EN charge. You are a quick close quarters build already. The dagger's for the assault armor synergy. If we're gonna be so close and relying on impact into melee punish, assault armor and dagger is a very nice combo. Essentially, what we can do, which we might see in PvP here in a minute, potentially, is go in, right? Ricky Rat. Stagger, melee. Oh no, their expansion. Pow! And they're back in the dagger. So it's amazing cooling. And then they will be dead. And it will be epic. But yeah, the dagger just recharges so fast that you can still use it, then use your expansion, and it's still back up. Unlike most melees that take too long. That by the time they're back up, your enemy's already outside of stagger again. So, but yeah, they assault us after we stagger them. We just have to be the first to stagger them to get the most value. And then we'll be chilling. And with double zimmies on a medium weight, durable boy, it shouldn't be that hard. So we'll see how it goes. As long as we get the first stagger, they will pop assault armor against us, or they will pop pulse armor against us. And then we will retaliate with our expansion, which will put them back into the stagger. And they're going to want to use their expansion because we're going to be hitting them with the dagger off rip, which is going to give us some extra damage. Hit in with that, and then go. The only thing that would counter such a thing is if they had TA. Then our assault armor is almost useless outside of some extra damage. So, we'll tell. If we stagger them, and we go for the melee, and they don't use an expansion, then that is a tell that they're not going to use an expansion because their expansion is TA, and they can't activate it until they're on 1 HP. Which means next time we stagger them, we're just going to dagger, 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 and end it with assault just for some extra damage. Alright. Plasma and Majestic. Missiles. Coral Booster Man. Okay. Okay. Running into that Plasma and the Majestic might be a little rough, but hopefully we'll have a little more consistent stagger, indeed. Alright, we almost have the stagger, but I want to be in good position by the time it procs, like this. So he didn't pop it, which means he's either saving it, or he has TA. Get some damage off that. He did pop. Okay, so he saved it for TA, but now it's not really worth it. It's going to be very, very hard for him to come back after that. GG's, GG's. So we know he has it. We know that it might just save it. So we'll see. He'll probably pop it on the second stagger anyway, so I guess we'll be fine with that anyway. He's not charging up the Plasma, which is really weird. Because I'm going to rush in, so if he charges that up immediately, I rush in and I just eat it. That's going to be kind of rough on me. That means one Majestic might stagger me, which is not great. Oh, there he goes. One Majestic will stagger me, so to have it back right now. I have to dodge it though, it's good. I'll alternate my shots a little bit. This actually might stagger him. Shit. No, it didn't. Okay, we're good. Oh, there we go. Wapa! Uno reverse card. And kick. Dead. GG's. We seen it in action. Let's go. It's probably redlining more than I should have, but I'm still using Coral, which I suppose I could have used for this. Actually would have lightened this up a bit. GG's, man. GG's. GG's. We haven't lost yet, which means the next battle will be against the most horrendous, horrifying, strongest boy to put our end to our win streak, indubitably. But it is not this day. Or that fight, rather. But GG's. Alright, next up. This one, I mean, technically could just evolve into a chimp, which is kind of nuts. And also another bruiser strong boy. That's one. GG's. Thank you. Alright, Zim, double cannon, which we can, of course, just evolve into LCSs. I guess it will be a reverse joint variant of Judgment or Chimp. So that's pretty saucy. Let's go with these. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Go NGIs. That is great synergy with the reverse joints as well. Ocelis might as well. Don't have missiles. Alula for assault boost. And then that's pretty much it. And then PA. Yeah, that is pretty much it, man. So now we can reverse joint kicks in with our zimmies, which is pretty cool indeed. Alright. Looking good. You can technically get away with a better frame without reverse joints, but we will honor the reverse joint decision and push on forward. Letting single begin. You like the Melanda core? It is. I'm liking it of recent. It is a very nice core for AP and stability, while also having decent defenses. Not good energy defenses, but good normal defenses. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's a very nice medium weight core. One of the best. It's in between that and like Mind Alpha and such. So, those are my boys. I also like it since it reminds me of AC3 era builds. Oh, very cool. What do we have here? Ooh, laser shotgun, laser drone, hammer, the big boy. We will have the durability or the DPS to outdo that, but this big boy with a hammer is gonna be kind of rough. If I could bait the hammer, that'd be kind of nice, but to bait such a thing, I'll have to get him pretty close. Let's duel. Laser shotguns, rare to see. No, not too much, especially on Tetra. They're pretty solid. There it is. Oh, no. Should have expansioned. Assault armor. Okay, good to know. Alright, this is not impossible to come back from. It's gonna be kind of rough, though. All it takes is one good hammer. Nah, there it is. GG, man. GG's. Alright, I should have popped my expansion earlier, but now he has assault, which means I'm not gonna be so close. Not so bad, not so bad. Okay, okay. I see. But he is also very into throwing out that hammer, which means I probably can feint it out. Play this duel. I like that shooting this guy has pretty much become like the bow from like Dark Souls. Pretty dope. Kick. I get Saga first. No, shut you away. No. No. GG's, man. Unfortunate. GG's. Good stuff. That was way enough for the salt, but it was not. GG's. Forgot to say good luck. That's why you lost. True. Not wrong. Not wrong. I think this build can still work. Just needs to have a little tiny bit of matchup. Unfortunate. Probably could have won, but kicks are probably not it against a hammer. Probably should have played just more evasive. Pretty much ignored that I had reverse joints. Also, I ate just way too many of the charged lasers, so not good on me. Not good on me. Skill issue. Must evolve. Let's get it again. We are in. But what are we fighting? Is it going to be a typical rank today in which I fight the same dude over and over? Although I guess we have fought someone new every time, so it's pretty nice. Although we've had quite the interval, so yeah. Let's see if we can do better this time. Let's play less kicky, less very close range, and more just Ricky Rat. Good luck, now you're going to 100% win. True. Let's get her done, son. There's the hammer. There's a stagger. I'm gonna pop this and go full aggression. There's his stagger, and there is the punish. GG's, brother, GG's. Very epic, very epic. Ronan, is that you? XD? What? Who I'm fighting? I don't think it's Ronan. Is it? No, his actual name is like Ronan, so. Or the pilot name, I think, is just straight up Ronan's Ghost, so I don't think so. Ooh, that hammer be hammering. Pop this early. There we go. No assault boot, no assault armor value for you, my friend. GG's, very close. GG's, bye bye, GG's. Yeah, kicking a hammer on Tetra is just no bueno. It's just dumb. GG's, man, GG's. I don't think that's Ronan. Plus, I feel like Ronan would be a lot laggier because he is down under. See, it told you good luck makes you win. It's true. It's true. We can check though on that leaderboards. This is dumb. Oh no, it says where is Ricky Rat? It's in here. Match log. There we go. Match log profile. Nah, it's just a Ronan. That's one of the gamer picks of all time. So yeah, that's not Ronan. But it is a Ronan. Indeed. What's the joke? His name was Ronan? I mean, yeah. I understand. I understand. Alright. That is that buys, yep. Ricky Rat. Next up, next up. Oh god. The Basho Man. Oh my god. Alright. So it's essentially just the weapons. We can go pretty much anywhere we want with these at this rate. Let's see, let's see. Where do we want to go? My golly, my golly, my god. Going to rank with this one now? Oh, hell no. That's just... I'm giving someone else a free win at that rate. Oh, hell no. Now it's an infinitely better build. Alright, but what do we want to do? Keep Basho. Go to the 6L. Go to the 40D head. Probably go Melander. Could just go full Melander outside of the arms, honestly, if you want to play that kind of medium weight man. Very fast dude, but don't need to be that fast. Better to have Assault Boost. We'll go Walt FCS, I guess, because these therapists work at pretty much every range. And then Sentai, 350 speed, not too bad. Dear God, so the therapists can kind of work like shotguns, but just 2 therapists, maybe not super solid. Well, that's the thing, with a build like this, if it's not meant to be a kite with therapists, then I would just upgrade it to shotguns. And then it would just become the Zim melee dude, the dagger dude we just used. The only way to incorporate Zim therapists reliably into a build like this is to go like a shotgun and a therapist. But at that rate, it's almost just a worse double shotgun. So I guess with that, we'll just have to upgrade it and then move on, because we already tested the exact same thing. Yeah. I suppose that is what happens when we make a build that has the potential of the same thing. They end up being the same lad. In fact, are they quite literally identical now? Or, I'm pretty sure I put like Korra on the other, right? Because Korra's just epic. Yeah, faster. Also Ocellus. Lula's fine. Oh yeah, Dagger. So I guess this is technically an alternate variant where we're using the Pulse Blade instead. Which the last one has a Pulse Blade as well, so we could technically just put Dagger on it. But I guess for the sake of diversity, because like this is just this. Like, it's pretty heat. It's pretty heat. Yeah, except for this new one's just a little faster because it has Basho arms. Wait, why does the other one not have Basho arms? I guess it doesn't need it with the dagger combo, so I guess it's fine. But Basho would get a little more damage out of the melee. But again, not fully necessary, especially because you can end the melee, the daggering with a kick. So same. Does anyone use the Kinkaku booster, the first booster in the category? Yes, double melee builds, indeed, or builds like, I can probably just pick out any of my Gundam reforges because I'm pretty sure they all use it. Flugel. Which one uses Kinkaku? One of the first Gundams, surely. Yeah. If you're running like a Pulse Blade, Charge Pulse Blade into Charge Harris, which is a semi-true combo based on lag a little bit, mostly true combo, which staggers almost any build, which should lead into any punish you want, whether it's double Fasan or double Earshot, like on my 9-ball, reforge, that kind of thing. Or you can just go with an actual double melee build that uses Kinkaku, so you can always land that melee. Because Kinkaku, although very bad stats overall, max assault boost, and or not max assault, max melee thrust, so melee speed, and the highest E in consumption. So not only are you meleeing at Mach 10, but you're also not burning a whole lot of energy, which allows you to cancel a lot and get a lot of speed of it. It's a very nice indeed. Just uploaded it on mine now. Oh, hell yeah, brother. You upload it in the Requiem workshop. We have 2 new builds. We found it cool indeed. Welcome to Humble Abode. I saw 9-ball indeed. My 9-ball reforge. Definitely one of the funner reforges for sure. I mean, they're all fun, but I really enjoy. I find it nice. I never really play around with Earshot, so this is the first time. And this build is surprisingly effective and very versatile. You can, of course, just go melee into rifle and then stagger punch with the Earshots. Or if you want to be a little spiffy, a little sneaky, you can melee in for speed to close the distance and then hit him with the Earshots outright and then melee punish and end it with a Charge Harris. So there's 2 big combos you can rock with this. You can also alternate Earshots, use normal tags with the Harris, that kind of stuff. Although if you're going to play a little more like that, probably best to switch the Kinkaku to Flugel so you have more dodge distance. But yeah, I like the 9-ball. It is fun. Did I hear 9-ball? Yes, you did, my friend. You did. Melee into earshot is my favorite combo with 9-ball build. It's pretty cool. Having 2 is just deletion. I like the aesthetic of the 2 earshots in the back. It looks very cool. But anyway, enough about 9-ball. 9-ball, very epic lad. Alright, let's build up the new additions. The new build additions. We have 2. Oh, we have share code. Although I think that is PC share code, yes? Let me ask them, because they have the PC role, and that is a share code, but I am Xbox Gamer Man, so I cannot download it. I see. Yeah, if you want to send in a screenshot of the build, that will work as well. But yeah, unfortunate codes don't work across platforms. It would be kind of cool if they did. What is this, man? Flamethrower man. A flamethrower lightweight. That is one of the 2. Ooh, nice decals. In fact, we'll download it so we can show everyone. I believe it's Xbox, yes? It's either Xbox or using a controller on PC. I guess we will find out, my friend. Can we put a share code in the chat? You sure can. I am PC. I see. I've been looking to actually get a PC, so, you know, you never know. Maybe Requiem will come to PC. That would be pretty cool. Methinks. Oh, let's see here. Download. Let's have max downloads. Alright, so what's this download? LCY6. LCY6. 45 MD. HKRN. Did I fuck it up? Or is this not Xbox? Or perhaps they messed it up. Who knows? Ear shits instead of ear shot sounds fun to me. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, brother. What you're doing is PC and me. Oh, damn. On the screenshot, it has the Xbox button, so I'm guessing controller usage on PC. Yeah, use controller on PC. I've heard that is quite common in the BW. But yes, I suppose we will build both from the scratch. Alright, flamethrower man. There are 2 ways to build a good flamethrower build, and that is either being very light or very heavy. I prefer heavy, though, because you can get away with it quite a bit. Let's see here. Splits. Is that alternate variants or nah? SPL 16, 12 cell. 12 cell, and the Act 1. Solid missile choices, not too far from what I would give it. And then the decal work on this dude is fucking nice, man. Shame I cannot download it. Alright, Shadai. Alba. Nakrayor. Nakra has cool flame decals and stuff. Looks neat. Looking pretty epic, as I say. Didn't know it mattered. Yeah, it's unfortunate. How would I do share the PC one? I only use PC. You can either send here in a message, just the build information, all the weapons, the frame parts, and the inner parts, and the expansion, or you can join the community Discord and post a screenshot of it, like a screenshot that looks like this, in the Requiem workshop in the Woodplay. So dumb that even matters. Yeah. Yeah, Armored Core of all FromSoft games. Hell, pretty much every FromSoft games. Obviously, aside the whole, like, cheater risk, FromSoft games themselves could totally be crossplay, and it wouldn't be any type of, like, PC has a super advantage like they do in, like, FPS games. So, I mean, plus you can just have it as an option to turn off and on crossplay at your own leisure. So, just do that. I feel like that's just a win-win. Have it as an option type deal. instead of separating us all. But I imagine it's much more of a, they would like to do it, just their natural game creating infrastructure doesn't allow them to for whatever reason. But I do not know. I am no game dev. I am no game man. So I do not know. VP20C, Telebot, and SPD, and Pulse Armor. When I try Ricky Rat. Yep, all good to me. Two lightweight mains right next to each other. Almost full on Ricky Rats. Definitely more build variety on PC, or in PC. That's pretty cool. This is good. I can't imagine there's an insane difference between the platforms in PC variety, as we are all playing the same game in the same meta, so I don't know. But it's kind of cool to think about it, like the different platforms, different cultures almost. You'll see different rarities of builds and stuff. That's kind of neat to think about. It's huge. I see. From what I've seen, it's nothing too crazy, but you know. Just tanks are difficult with KBM. Understandable. Back to it. We have heavy Tetraman. This might become a little less of a heavy Tetraman, but we shall see. Alright, so Karasawa on Tetra actually isn't that bad because we can spam the charge shot over and over. We have a stun needle and a grenade cannon. We could just switch these both to LCS and be chilling off of that as well. Both of these upgraded are essentially just LCS or laser cannons. Could go LCS and switch this to an earshot. That's not too far of a departure. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. Coral booster would be nice. Walt is fine. I think it was a Viral or 40D head. Let's see what we end up with at the end. Indubitably. Yes. Imagine these are the only armors that can hold one card. No, we can actually go Melander if we wanted. If we go like that, and with these, can we go lighter? We can. Very cool. Now we have a little more speed, and we are a little more versatile. What else do we want to change? We can spam Karasawa all the live long day, so that's fine. That's nice. So charge Karasawa, LCS, and our explosive thrower could lend us some decent impact and damage with an earshot to touch the ground or get staggered. If we go against a light dude or a kite, that's going to be no bueno, not very epic. But I guess it's just the nature of playing a heavy Tetra, so it is what it is. We could, of course, adapt this into a lamb with melee, but that is quite the departure from the heavy artillery, so I guess that's a little too much. Oh, we have a share code to download. Alright, we will put this as the upgraded variant for a second, download that, and then we'll get back to it. Alright, let us get it. S6AT. S9Y. Very nice. BFC. And there he is. Oh god. No, it is the way. Ugandan knuckles, dear God. Why have you done this to me? What? Oh my god. 'Tis Ugandan knuckles. He knows the way. Now. That's pretty heat. Sadly, we'll have to say goodbye to Ugandan knuckle on the chest. And now it is just really red man with the golden weapons. Very epic indeed. No way. Dear God. Flamethrowers and delivery boy. My God. Losing to this, it will take years off your life. Oh my God. I guess we change this to a missile flamethrower build. So I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. Oh my God. Dear God. Alright, back to the heavy Tetra man. Alright, comparatively, a lot faster, even more stability, which is nice. A little less AP, but that's alright. Yeah, better weaponry. Could go with the Harris, I suppose, over the Karasawa, but we can also spam the Karasawa over and over. Let's give it a little playtest, see what that does. See how it be doing. Let's Ricky the Rat. Alright. It's not too shabby, not too shabby. Almost no range pressure, aside from the Charge Harris itself, but maybe be like that. It's a heavy dude. I guess we'll give it a try. We'll see how it do. If we're against any type of kite or rat, then it is absolutely screwed. But if not, then there is potential hope. So we'll see how it goes. Although, do we want an explosive thrower or a hammer? Actually, I kind of want a hammer. Yeah, let's go with the hammer over the explosive thrower. They're a little lighter for it, too. Very cool, indeed. Boom. Big chillin'. Tetrapod and Karasawa. It's pretty lit. Wish I could use Tetra. Hey, man, anyone can. I would say Tetra definitely one of the simpler legs to learn. Nothing crazy. Just kicks and hover and no stance. Those are the big tings. My favorite Tetra, definitely Lamb, though, because, man, the speed is nice. And the builds you can make out of it are very saucy indeed. Heavier Tetra, not really worth it, but, because here we are. Because if we go against a light dude in this battle, we are cooked. But if we had Lamb, we would not be so cooked. Which means if we do fail, we might have to make a Lamb variant. For the sake of superiority of the Lamb race. Or the Tetra race. But we'll see. If it's close range, we have quite a good chance. Oh, speak of the devil. That's one hell of an emblem. Yeah, this is essentially this JP Lamb. Oh, we're cooked. We're so cooked. Dear God. We're not catching that in a million years, dude. We can try, though. Yeah, look at that fucking... Oh, that neb. I also have this, my friend. Raw your shot. Now we go back down. We gotta pop this so we don't stagger. Yeah, this is rough, man. Odds of us winning this are not very high. Dear God. Ah, you missed your melee. Yeah. Dear God. Yeah. Oh my God. Might as well ditch the earshot, I suppose. Not really much of a chance of that landing. And in fact, eventually we ditch both of these, we might have some decent assault boost. Let's duel. Dear God. Yeah, that's build diff. And mod. Not their hammer retaliation. Dear God. GG's, GG's. That's what I'm saying, dude. The lamb superiority. GG's, man. GG's. Big party died. Yep. The win streak is over. How could this be? But yeah, Edison close range shreds, obviously. But yeah, up against a lamb, it is not going to do so hot. So technically, we could do a similar build in which we take the fact that this is an energy rifle, switches to Neb ourselves, go lamb, maybe put a bazooka on the shoulder. Let's see how much of a lamb we can make out of this without getting too far. Say we had lamb or Neb, hammer, switch each shot to like the lightest bazooka we could, which would be a majestic, and then laser rifle into, I guess it's a missile, or we could even go double melee. That'd be kind of nutty. Let's see if we can fit that on a decent land body. That's not too shabby. 1800 stability, 9k AP. AP is not great, defenses aren't great, but that's not too shabby. It's not too bad. Uploaded the link on Discord. Thank you, Rhett. Gotcha, gotcha. I see, I see. Hey, shiggity shuck it. Gotcha, gotcha. Won't. Oh, there we go. I see, I see. Alright, let's build this up real fast. So with this new configuration, what can we do outside of it to improve? Essentially, that's going to be it. Go with... I guess we keep Coral. Coral won't be too shabby. Walt is fine. Go Lula for more speed. Now we're actually trucking. Yeah, not so shabby, not so shabby. I would say this is a superior variant. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's test it. See how it do. That will be not so bad in close range, much like how we seen with the last dude. We were much tankier, but he was a lot faster, and he still had very powerful impact and damage, so GG's. Just the power of the lamb. The power of the lamb. But will we find match? Here is the hoping. So the build we're going to be building. Laser shotguns, both variants Wooger and LS. 203, Majestic. What kind of legs? Malander. So bipedal. Okay. We will see what we can do with such a thing. Yes. Seems the matches are slowing down a wee bit. And the load times apparently as well. Now we're fighting heavy dude. Oh, it's the dude we fought earlier. Nice. Big boy. Seemingly has not changed the build up too much. Alright, we have good chances here. It's very big, so it's going to be pretty hard to dodge our Majestic and our Nebula. And of course, close range Hammer and Explosive Thrower as well. So let us duel. Let us duel. Let us get it. I'm probably going to free aim that actually. Hammer. Nebula. Majestic. Stagger. Punish. There we go. Get some nebulas perhaps. Bombs. Hammer perhaps. Up there. Although, no, I don't want to eat the earshot. No, but the armor. That was foolish of me to do that, but we're here. One hammer should do it. There it is. GG's, GG's. I really should not have pulsed P8'd there, but I guess I didn't expect it. GG's, GG's. Now we try to free aim. Oh, he went too high. No. Cannot do that. That's it. That's illegal. Yeah, 1,000 damage just off the proxy debt. Insane. Bumps. Yeah. No. That's good stuff. Nah, GG's, man. GG's. It's inspired by one of your videos, actually. Oh, very cool. Concept of improving V1 Freud. Seemed cool. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to kind of return to those guys and give it on my new upgraded variant. Alright, we can win this. We can win this. He's being very aggressive now. Very dope on us. That miss but still hit. That's not good. Not good at all. Alright, come a little bit closer, my friend. Come on over. Not high turn me, my friend. It's not very epic. Let me give us a recharge. A little tickle tickle. I'm the tickle monster after all. Don't want to get hit by that missile out there. No proxy debt, unfortunate. Maybe we're getting closer. They're running out of energy, actually. I want to back away. Get my energy back, and then we move in for that kill. We're losing a lot of AP, though. We're getting chipped away. We're getting chipped, dude. Do not run from me, my friend. I do not want to be ran away from. It is not very epic.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
I do not want to die, my friend. Dying's not epic. Oh, trade. Wait, we both got it? Wait, how's that? Draw, I see. GG's. I see, I see. I suppose we'll take it. We'll take it. Do you get points for draws? No, to get anything else. Lose or gain. Makes sense. GG's, dude. GG's. Definitely could have played that better if I was a little smarter. Although that earshot did not hit me, but did hit me. So GG's, GG's. Earshots with proxy, they're spicy. Hell yeah, dude. GG's, GG's. Alright, there it is. There's upgraded man. Alright, so that we can speed things up, I think. We'll upgrade everything and then we'll run the PvP runs if we got time. Methinks. Alright, so now Shattered's tanky tank man. Actually, shit, we should build the V4 and upgrade the man. Alright, so double laser shotgun, although each one of each variants, LS and Wooger. Probably end up doubling up on either or, depending on the build. Duo O2. Majestic. Oh shit, there we go. Oh, it's on. There we go. Furl, Mind Alpha. Not Mind Alpha, Hal. 40S. Melander legs. Or Melissa 3? Melander, okay. Alula. Talbots. VE20A. Paulsama. There he is. See a little bit of Freud in there, a little bit. Alright. So what have we here? We have ourselves a Requiem rat. Oh my god, the shortcut from the rodent's ghost. Oh no. Alright, let's download it real quick then. Did we even save this build down here? We did. Let's try to share code it up. Alright, for he, governor. UM88 V5N, and then Zium. Big chillin'. Ooh, another Viento lightweight man. I see. With the Harris and the melee. I see. We shall indeed get to Ricky Red Man. Mink. There he is. Being chillin'. When it comes time, check a decal in the photo mode. Okay. We'll go and check it out right now. Eternal Night. Look at that. We got the wolf with the one eye. Looking like he's winking at the camera, but he does not wink because he has no eye. So perpetual wink. We got Skeleton Man with the red visor, looking very cool, much like the visor of the helmet of the Shadai Core, or Shadai Head, anyway. Very cool. And then the butt. We got a skull on the butt, so you can see it from the back. Also looking very X, very cool. And I believe that is it. Check the visor. Oh, I got a little bit of visor stuff going on here, eh? Oh, very cool. Yeah. That's dope. Let's see what it looks like in combat. We'll have to go into an arena fight to see. See what it looks like when it's in that combat mode. And fuck it, might as well beat up Freud while we're at it. Get a feel for the original. Activating combat mode. Look at that Ricky Rat, man. We got usually when I'm operating this, I turn my sensitivity hella down because the more you zoom in, the faster it gets. Wabadoo! But yeah. Where's man's? There's LBS. Looking very dope. Looking very heat indeed. Look at them looking epic. Mink. Look at them. Very epic indeed. Oh, we gotta kill Floyd. I imagine as much like the Wooger, in which we assault or what? Nope, PA. You dare, Ricky Rat me? Got the Vientos have fallen from grace. Try to melee to the charge. Harris. How dare you? Schmink. And now he's dead. But I imagine it's a Viento until stagger, melee punish into the charged Harris. Or perhaps Harris is just there to be very epic. You could also build up impact a little bit with the Viento shots and then switch over to Harris charge shot, which will stagger into the melee. Very cool design indeed. Very epic, as they say. Alright, but yes, we have our boy lined up. Yes. Who's next? So yeah, we'll go and upgrade everyone and then we'll run some PvP runs. If we have the time. It is getting late, but we will do what we can. Yes. And if we can't get to all of them tonight, we will do them next week, indubitably. Yo, the Fox is back. Welcome back. Charge Harris is there for upper punish, proc, or punish itself. Understandable. Alright, so this is Shattered LRB tank on 20B, which is going to be doing that damage. Very many of the damages. but it's gonna overheat pretty quickly. There's really no reason to put it on tank. You'd be way better off putting this on bipedal and having much better assault boost, or wheelchair and having also more speed. Because it's not like we need to spend the charge stacks for stance. They overheat on the first charge, so that's rough. 30.8k on the charge is insane. Or 30k, just 3k flat. I say. Normal attack 1,000 apiece. It's pretty good. Yeah, 1,002. We get quite a few shots. The fire is slow and it overheats, which is rough. But if we switch these to Karasawas, which are down here, that could be kind of nutty. Essentially, we could go boom. Switch over to these. Can't go 20B, unfortunately, but we can go 20C, which is almost as good. And then we can just spam these over and over. Yeah, it's infinitely, which is pretty damn nice. And for missiles, I guess these are fine. These aren't too shabby. I don't know, he is dead. We're essentially getting the same damage now as well. Let's see. Yeah, getting a little more damage, in fact. That's pretty good. We're running out of ammo, though. And of course, we always have ourselves a good old whoop-ah. Oh no, bro. Schmink. So yeah, we'll try to optimize around this a little bit. Well, there's really not much else to do. Walt, 20C, go Pulse Armor, Boramizar is fine. Can only go with these arms. Might as well let's go with Vertal at this rate. And what's our assault boost looking like? 270. With an upwards of 370 shift. It's never going to be so great, but it is what it is. What a chunky boy. Oh yeah, chunky lad, chunky dudeski. Alright, missiles. Yeah, won't really matter that much. We'll have the fast fire rate of the duo while having the more impact-centric 10-cell. And then, yeah, spamming no charge shots and hopefully having a victory, indubitably. Could also throw on Auroras with this. And then... But then we won't have great accuracy with our rifles, which isn't too shabby, but it's not preferable. So we will not do this. We will not do this indeed. It can work, such as the Optimus Prime truck variant, but we will keep the more energy and impact theme going. That is not what I meant to do. I want all of frame and not just one unit. Boom. Then we slap it on. Now we're chilling it. A little loss on the stability, but the gain on the defenses and the AP is very nice, and superior weapons to a degree. In fact, pretty much superior, considering we're getting a faster fire rate. We're taking advantage of the tanks, so we're getting synergy with the no stats, and more damage, and no reload. So fuck yeah, baby. Superior. Yes. But yes. If I were to take just LRB and didn't have the rule of it needing to be a tank, then I'd probably just make it like a laser swap or something. But here we are, here we are. Hey Green, may I make you a little request? Feel free, my friend, feel free. The request is yours to make. Alright, but now, this is an interesting one, for sure. A double Zimmy with a minion is certainly strange. When creating a original character for Armored Core, the problem has been to make the AC. I see. What kind of character is it? If you have like a written, like kind of like bio, you can send it to me on Discord DM, and then I can kind of translate that into what I think the build would look like. And then you can, of course, be like, more this, more that type of thing. You can, of course, have your final say. It is your character, your AC, indeed. But yeah, time for my mainframe. The mainframe. All right, so double Zimmy. So what I see is I see the Zims being the most prominent part of the build in terms of the consistent impact and decent damage. The minigun is okay, and a decent way to get some impact at a medium closing into range, as well as just constant impact uptime. So you zim. I imagine you go in, you zim, you switch back, and then you minigun up until they stagger. Or it's really just zim, switch back, minigun, 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 zim, minigun, minigun until anyway they stagger, and then you hit them with the power bunk. But preferably you stagger them when you have the minigun out, so that swap does not kill your punish. Yo, welcome to Humble Abode, man. Glad to have you here. The silencer. Because I want something that works against the 3 final bosses, All Mind, Air, and Water. I want something fast, but that hits really hard. Oh, for sure. If it's for PvE, you can definitely just sacrifice what's super optimal for your own style. You can make almost anything work in PvE. How's it going? It is going pretty well. How about yourself? Are you also doing a pretty epic? If so, that would be pretty dope. BEO works well for all 3 bosses. Oh, no doubt. Any archetype, old meta or now meta, current, will just absolutely shred any of the bosses, really. Can't really think of one that will just struggle so hard. They're all just good. What works in PvP will most definitely work in PvE. Although you can make better builds that will work much better in PvE that will not work so well in PvP. Or S-ranked all 3 bosses with BEO? No, it's S-ranked everything essentially with the Judgment. Just full-on Zim LCS. Although obviously for Worm I just slapped on 2 Javelin betas, I think, and 2 earshots on a reverse joint. It was pretty dope. Because I found the S ranking that Worm was honestly one of the hardest ones because it was all about just time. I needed to hit my what's it called, needles every time, every first opportunity the Worm popped up. You couldn't miss a beat. If it popped up and you didn't hit it as fast as you could, then I would just get an A over and over. So I need to be as fast. So being a reverse joint, just jumping in the air, waiting for it to pop up for the first time, and hitting it immediately with needles, gave me all the time I needed. Certainly, in fact, I found your channel just recently. Very nice. Just got the game a month ago. Oh, hell yeah, dude. It is a fun time. It is a good game and a fun time indeed. Glad to have you, a fellow new Raven, here in the nest with us all. All right, so if the Hellbent is really just for impact build-up, we could just swap this out for a missile. And then you have a Zim missile bunk build, which is tried and true to work very, very well. Definitely not as creative as using a minigun, but it's a lot lighter. I don't mind the minigun. The minigun's fun. Actually, I want to play around with it a little bit. I like the idea of Zim and then minigun until they're staggered and then hit with the bunk. And SPD, so you can just walk at him. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so you hit him with the pow, and then schmink. Oh yeah, baby. You die, you die, you die. Schmink. Skadoosh. Okay, okay. Party die? No, we're good. I got a message though. Who did I message for? What a quest. Jeez, hell yeah, dude. Love the build comms, man, so have to text. Understandable, understandable. Cool lad. We love the GGs, the reach outs. They're very cool, very fun. Hell yeah, dude. GGs. Alright, so yeah, I guess, the more optimal variant of this, yeah, is just turn the Ben into a missile and then have both shotguns in the primary, put the pile in the back, and then essentially call it a day from there. Yeah, the minigun's just going to take a little too long. It's very counterable at medium range. Yeah, I guess it's really just kind of it. Not super creative, but it is very viable. Or you could adapt Huxley, or into a Huxley, so you still get the type of machine gun help Indeed. That could be something. Yeah, this could totally work. That could totally not be so bad. Now we'll give it the classic medium weight, very durable man frame. Yeah, I certainly like Melander over even Mind Alpha because it's faster, gives more AP and stability. Less on the energy defenses, but if we do run Ephemera Arms, then it's fine. Which we pretty much can with a Pile Bunker. I don't think the damage will be anything too crazy of a nerf, so we'll see. Lighter legs, which have less carry weight, but still very epic. More assault boost. Don't need an Abbot because we don't have a missile. Mangtang is fine, but Sanitized capacity is nice. Salt armor is neat. In fact, you can keep good salt armor. Salt armor with the Pile Bunk is very solid. You just can't commit to the Pile Bunker too much. If you stagger someone and you want to use the Pile Bunker as the or assault in the Pile Bunker, it's very wise to stagger, and then if you know they have like I guess their expansion, you could feint the Pile Bunker. So stagger, go for it, wait for them to pop their thing, cancel it, and then go into your assault into the bunk to guarantee it. But that's a little bit of the 4D chess. So with that, it's not a tried and true kill from no damage, but yeah, it's not that bad. They do beat the bunk. Bunk. Get him, Huxley. Very good. Good job, little buddy. Bonk. Bonk. Skadoosh. But again, there's shotguns, so you don't really need to go in the Ferma if you want that extra damage. Basho will work just fine. In fact, we're going up to 341 speed. I like that. We'll go Basho. And with that, I'm pretty sure it's just straight up kill with the assault. Oh, I missed. Dear God. Well, now he's going to die regardless. So we can't get her done. There you are. You die. Bonk. Yeah. Very epic indeed. I like the melee cancel into bunk. It's pretty dope. And then we punch him to death. Very epic. I S ranked with Crimson Flight, actually. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Can't go wrong with the good old Rensetsu Kite. Unless it's a good rushdown, then it's rough. Then it's where Harris's would be mighty. Magulas Evil will have another thought with the Pile Bunker. It's, hey man, Pile Bunker be Pile Bunky on. Yo, you two fought in a rank today? Very cool. It do be a ranky day. The rank to be ranking, if you will. Well, there he is. Next up, we have the Policeman, which has pretty funny police-themed decals of the original variant. This is pretty dope. Couldn't climb to A. Hey, man. You'll get there eventually, man. You'll win a lot more points than you lose, which means as long as your build has a over 50% win rate, then you're gonna get there eventually. You just gotta grind. And if you're up against someone that has a build that's just it's not happening to keep matching up against them, they're countering you, then you just gotta either chill for a little bit, give it some time, come back refreshed, or make another build and try to counter them, or just make a build that has a better chance against that kind of build. So that's really honestly one of the biggest the funnest parts about AC in a whole, whether that's PvE or PvP. It's making your build, putting in a fight, and if it fails, try to identify why it failed and try to improve upon that. Make the Mark II, Mark III, Mark IV variants, and just be like Iron Man, dude. Just evolve. Evolve your armor and be epic sauce man. And soon enough, you'll refine it so that it has a great chance to win in all of the scenarios. It is very fun. It is a little disheartening when you want to really play a certain type of build or your build a certain way, but what you're using just isn't so good in the meta and just gets stomped. And at that rate, you can say, I'll win what I win and I'll lose a lot what I lose, but I'm going to play exactly what I want. That's okay. But if you do evolve, that's pretty cool. It's pretty epic. You will go very far. I'll send some of the builds I have by the way. Gotcha. Really hope to have this AC for my original character made by you. That'd be pretty cool, dude. Be my pleasure. All right, so Cop Man indeed. I have idea, and it'd be kind of funny. Imagine double Holderman with reverse joint, and you just spam kicks into Holderman over and over, and scream at them to stop resisting. That would be kind of pretty epic. Pretty fucked up, but pretty epic. I say let's adapt the missile, trade it out for the stun gun into a therapist for our stun gun. Double Holdeman. Keep the stun baton, I suppose. Then we'll optimize the frame a little bit here. Try to go with my beta reverse joints. It's not right aren't too far from reverse joint, and it'd be kind of funny. For the arms, could just go Basho for the damage, which you're probably gonna need. Alula for assault boost for better kicks. Ocellus for close range, because we don't have a missile. And Coral, because we have reverse joints as well. Mix it with assault armor, and you have Mr. Stop Resisting. And reverse joints and Holdermans have a fantastic synergy of kick, shoot, kick, shoot, kick, shoot. I recognize this build. Its base was piloted by Slow Mountain Man. Hell yeah, I did. Bought this build and it was in this in their video. Oh really? That's dope. Rubicon Police Department. Hell yeah, dude! If it's in the video, if you could send it to me, that'd be dope. I'd love to see it. It'd be pretty funny. But we hit him with a Ricky Rat. And then we stop resisting. Spam kicks. And then we hit him with a Ricky Rat. Die the hell, criminal scum. It's a Robo AC. I haven't played around a whole lot of Hold'em and reverse swing kicks yet in PvP, but it is pretty fun. Chink, 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 chink. Therapist. Therapist. Schmink, bing, 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 bing. Stop resisting! Schmink, bing, 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 bing. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Also, where do I send my bills? Been a long time. In the Discord server, which there's a link to in the description, you can post them in Requiem Workshop. It is probably the best place to put them. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Alright, stop resisting has been created. Very epic indeed. Alright, next up we have the... Okay, one Wooger, one Cooklet. Okay. Something we can do here. If we're using one Wooger... Could go Laser Dagger Wooger, and that could be pretty fun. Although I doubt that's the gameplay loop of this build, so that's alright. I'd assume it's kind of just building up impact and then charge Wooger for stagger and then into melee punish. It's pretty saucy, pretty solid. Has assault armor though, so I guess we'll just go with dagger regardless. And now you have access to both combos. And if that's the case, then I guess we'll switch this to Estrogen, and then we're chilling more or less. Although, actually, we could go double Estrogen. And then put the Wooger on the back. So it's like Estrogen for stagger buildup, and then Wooger for the stagger, and then melee punish. Yes. This could work indeed. There we go. Faster, less base defenses. But then there we go. With that, get our speed back. We can stay this light, it's fine. No need to go with Flugel. Ocellus for sure. Preferably something like Coralus Santa. Yeah, baby. Still 360 speed. Salt armor. Yes, sir. This isn't too bad. Yo, this is my build. Hell yeah, brother. It has good potential here. You have two ways of playing it, really. You can either A, the standard, or V1 strategy, which is just play it light, get close, kind of build up impact, and then switch over. Dagger. Oh, we need a little more impact, I guess. I see. Gotta gauge that a little well. There's your skill curve, what can separate you from anyone else who plays your build. Schmink. And bang, 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 bang. Obviously, you have your assault armor just in case. Or you start out with these two, and you can go with a little schmink, bunk, pow, and then back to it. And there you go. You have two strong combos that kind of lead into each other. Then he is dead. Man, not bad. It's pretty fun, actually. Bank, 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 bank. Yeah, actually, that works out perfectly. You just empty your Estrogens, because the full 2 clips won't stagger the opponent anyway most of the time, unless they're super light. So you can just do that, switch to both, and then pow. Bink, bink, mink. Then they are dead. You're a little fast man with a lot of power. Look how quick this build is, especially with the amount of damage it deals. Oh, hell yeah. He's a fast little dude, just a little guy, dude. A little silly little dude. He is harmless, he's a little lightweight dude, but then he has fucking power. Yeah, baby. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Very solid, very solid. You can have to go with the more medium weight if you want, but the speed is fine, and plus we have decent stability. 700, 10k AP. Fuck yeah, baby. 1100 defenses. Almost at 370 with a quick boost of 3080. Oh my god. He's a fast little lad. Fast little guy. Had great results with this one. Oh, hell yeah. Hopefully with these small adjustments, you have even greater results. Indubitably. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. And next up, another lightweight man. 403 speed, but absolutely no defenses at all. This is a squishy dude. Especially when you learn the timing with the weapons. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, let's see what we can do with this lightweight man. So, double shampoo and a stun gun. Very interesting, very interesting. Tell you what, we'll switch these over to Estrogens as well. And then we will switch, I guess, that stun gun to a missile, because it's not really going to do much, just one little stun gun. So we'll give ourselves a little missile. Or Huxley. Huxley could work too, but we'll go 6L for now. We'll keep it relatively light. As light as we can. So pretty much a Alba leg dude. So we're not too far off of that. Basha for sure. Alba legs. Alula. I guess Abbott. No, cells will have to do. It's fine. The lock on of the Duo 6 is fine. Or the 6 cells. A-okay. PP20C for even more light power. Can we go Coral and be fast? We can, actually, so might as well do that. Although we actually probably gonna get a little more durability if we switch to, say, Melander and C3. Or, yeah, 20C. Yeah, that's good. Alright, similar stats to the other variant, except for we're a Pulse Blade, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I personally go a little heavier, but that's alright. If you want to play that light, get that speed, get that rush, then hey man, that's for you, baby. Alright, now we have lightweight flamethrower man. I prefer heavyweight fireman, but lightweight can also work. This is possible. I feel naked just looking at that. Yeah, it's pretty squishy. Alright, so double flaming man, that's fine. Act missile is also pretty solid, although I actually prefer the javelin because it gets cloaked by the flames and is so nice for the impact. So good, especially after you get the flame proc to make impact happen even more. The javelin will just stagger like crazy. Such good synergy with flamethrowers. Then we can probably lighten up this with some duo. We got. Might have to go duo 2 if I want to stay so light. Bash arms can't hold them. But tool arms. No, tools can hold them. Basher just can't. Understandable. Tool arms would probably be the lightest to heaviest we can do. Or lightest to what can actually hold them. Alba's definitely going to have to change to like Melander C3 at the very least. Yeah, 360 speed still. SPD is actually fine for that back speed. How about won't really matter, so I guess that's fine. 20C, that's also a-okay for the lightness. And yeah, that's kind of it. And with the 20C, we might even have infinite flight. Sounds like my old flamer. Jab is definitely the way to go. Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I got on my Dragonborn, big boy. It's a good time. Alright, do we have infinite flight? How are we looking? Pretty much. I mean, half our energy off our redlining, which we don't even need to do necessarily. We can always just kind of chill it, let it recharge in the air. That kind of thing. Barely have to touch the ground. Yeah, infinite flight, essentially. Pretty good. Oh, yeah, so now we can just flame. And, of course, with double flamethrower, the synergy always is just fire out the entirety of one and then chain the next to cover each other. And it's just infinite fire. Infinite flames of Aradul. And if you do that, you just hold down both triggers at this rate, and sometimes you have both firing at the same time and still have the infinite flames like this. Infinite. The infinite flames. Burn you, burn we. Flames. Yeah. Be kind of cool if you could light the ground on fire and it'd be kind of like the napalm and just kind of linger there. I guess it's a little unrealistic. But it's pretty heat. So, I take it. First Requiem of the night, rock on the elbow core, so to speak. Or is it? Maybe. Schmink. And a bink. Where are you at, flamey man? There you are. Alright, now the Ugandan Knuckles, the way man. Another flamethrower build. We're going to use napalm launchers. Might as well use a superior flame weapon, and that being flamethrowers. And we're going with heavyweight man. I essentially have ways of doing this thing. First, we of course go with our javelin beta, which I suppose could go on either or, does not matter. In fact, we could go double javelin. Technically, that'd be something. But unnecessary. We can also go Javelin Duo, Javelin 10 cell, Javelin 6 cell. Actually, 10 cell is a little too slow. So something like a Duo 3 again would just be solid. These are great missiles. What do I use on my Dragonborn? I feel like it's either like 6 cell or something. Did I pass him? Is he up here? No. There he is. Ah, oh, soup. I see. That's pretty nice fire rate. It's not too shabby. Missiles are definitely the most customizable part. And then, if we're going to be a heavy boy, I tend to lean towards Desert. More stability, pretty much no loss of AP. Definitely gotta go Burzel. Cores, either this or TQ. TQ's a little lighter, more stability, less energy, but that's okay. More kinetic, which is nice, because kites are going to be our biggest pain. So not staggering as quick as possible. Also having so much AP is just, yeah, it's so good. God damn, it's good. Getting the energy defense up with our Ephemera, and then Verl it. And then we're essentially just making the Dragonborn. TA is fine, but I definitely prefer PA. It's never staggering initially, and just that taking that damage is also just sick. And yeah, there's our boy. An old build, but a good one posted. Very nice. Full bubbles and Carousel is my favorite build. Oh god. I've yet to find a Carousel build I liked. Yeah, I mean, tank Carousels are fun. I climbed to S rank with my heavy reverse joint, Flamer, Flame Man, Soup, and Jab Beta. Yep, I have Soup and Jab Beta on my big boy too. It is pretty nice. It's pretty enjoyable. Any fast fire rate missile to match with your Jav is very nice. The Soup just, yeah, it's a lot. It's also good. Soup is really good at chase down, which no one really wants to be close to this, so overall our biggest enemy is kites, so having good chase down missile like that is ultimately just, yeah, amazing. The hell? Ricky Rat. Ricky Rat, man. Alright. How slow did we get? 65? Not bad. It's nice. Yeah, with this we should have a decent salt boost to upwards of 400. Now I'm going to start to play more PvP. Nice, I made 14 ACs. Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Alright, salt boost. 400. A little less than. With shifts, or shuffled and dipping of the back weapons. We should be chilling. In fact, we're chilling at now. Yeah, 450, 440. It's pretty good. Mixing that with our durability and flamey flames. It's pretty good. Party die? No, we're good. Hell yeah. Alright, called the Requiem. See the builds. One has Ricky Rat. Hell yeah. Gotcha. Sounds like plan. Oh god, he's got the red head in there. What the hell? Very epic indeed. Oh, it's because he's got the patterns. We gotta keep them. No one will understand, but we must keep them. It's sacred. Uganda Knuckle Mad. Add the dragon board. Combined. Oh my god. Alright, now for Laser Shotgun Man. Very many places this could go. What would be better? What would be better? I guess going into either we I guess doubling up on both laser shotguns of the LS variant or 66 is the better go. Are they both VP technically? No, Wooger's just something. I see. So I guess we call these VP shotguns and the others Wooger. Alright, if we're gonna go with like that, that's fine. Majestic is chill. Let's go with the duo with 3 though versus the 2. Go with the 60 or 40D. Light Alpha or even Melander. Yeah, we'll go Melander. Maybe turn these arms to Ephemera. Need shortfall. What's our generator? 20A, yeah. We can definitely deal without that. Could go 20C so our shotguns charge up hella fast. Talbot's fine, especially for our Majestic and such. And then, yeah, you kind of have this to go. Maybe we switch the Majestic to Javelin. Try to get away with that, so it's a nice stagger punish as well. It would be better to put this on like Lamb or Wheelchair so we don't stagger for the charge shots. But the normal shots are also pretty solid. 500 a pop on this gen, not bad. Charge time's fast. Splash damage is mighty. So glad these shotguns got buffed up. So glad they're fun and good. They used to be cool, but not very good. But now they are pretty damn nice. Alright, so let's see if we can't make this a Javelin. We can. We get a little not so fast, which I'm not super keen on. Quite the sacrifice in durability to get to a higher speed. Although we could just go... Nah, not Basho. Nah. Go Basho. Go a little faster with that. 2 alarms wouldn't be too shabby. 330 speed. Fences aren't getting super tanked outside of the energy and explosive. I guess the speed isn't that bad. What's our quick boost / assault? Still 350 on a quick boost. Assault boost upwards of 450, almost 500. Honestly, that's pretty good. You die. And he is dead. Shmink. We hear him just whoop-pow, 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 whoop-pow. Hell yeah. Pretty good, pretty good. Hell yeah. Alright, I call the Requiem. I call the Requiem. Bombing chillin' now Ronin's build. Alright. The Entos are pretty neat. Obviously, the Estrogens are just the superior variants. If you're not going for like super weight budgety. Very characterized for sure. We're about to murder it for the sake of optimization. What do we want to rock? If we lighten up on the melee with like daggers, we have salt, do we? No, we have pulse, actually, so that's fine. We'll keep the blade for the sake of aesthetics, I suppose. One Harris on the back is definitely interesting. It is interesting. Try to keep the loadout mainly the same, just kind of upgraded variants of each, which the Harris is just the Harris, so that's fine. Estrogens are natural, core can definitely get changed, maybe even Alba if need be. Overburden still, Santai, I see. We'll go Coral for lightness, 370 speed now, not bad. Alula, keeping Alula. Shade Eye, we'll keep it for aesthetics. And then core. You can't really get rid of, can't get away with it too much there. Yeah, we'll have to keep the head though for the decal and everything. Outside of that, not really much I would change. 370, that kind of thing. If I were not going for aesthetics, I'd probably change the melee to dagger. The Harris is an interesting option or choice. Maybe I'd change that. Not too sure. Maybe I'd just go with the Harris and Estrogen combo. In fact, I might just do that regardless. That'd be pretty saucy. It's a nice way to mix it in with our weapons without it kind of being a little strange. Go like that, and then for the shoulder, put a missile. A little heavier, but not so bad. Thing is, though, the recoil is too rough. We need something like Melander to fully handle it. Which means now we're overburdened, which means we need like Melander legs. How slow do we get? 350. It's not too shabby. Now this looks like something I would duel. Hell yeah, brother. Could also go 20C. Then we could get away with it, huh? Yeah. Make a lack of the sense. Okay. Not too shabby. Could we even get away with a 40 head? We could. It'd definitely be much better. Kind of looks devious with the red eyes. So I guess we'll pop that on. And if Ronin wants to use a variation of this upgraded variant, you can of course just switch that back. It's not the biggest change in stats, but it's pretty nice. It doesn't look too bad either. Gives it a different look, an alternative look. Now let's see what it looks like on the Requiem. Camo Requiem. Doesn't look too shabby. Looks pretty neat. Hell yeah. If we go with a more dark black. That's a little too dark. Go with that. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty neat. Frame's still too dark though. Let's line up a little bit. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Is that? Yeah, okay. Very heat. There he is. There's the Ricky Ray. Oh my god. What is so many builds? Oh my god. Alright. Very heat. Alright, that is what we will call it, indeed. I'm surprised you kept the camo. Hell, I did. Might as well. I don't mind no camouflage. Camouflage pretty epic games. Yep, that was definitely very epic indeed. I'm glad we got some fights for the PvP for sure. Yeah, seems like a plan. Yeah, that will be it for tonight in Indubitably. If I didn't get your build, my apologies. Feel free to put it in the Requiem Workshop, and we'll definitely get to it next Monday, next Requiem Live, Indubitably. And it shall be very epic indeed. But yes, I shall retire the stream for now. You all have yourselves a very, very good one. And as I always say, or Ricky Rat always says, Ricky Rat, indubitably. But have a good one, y'all. Peace out. Appreciate you letting me upgrade your builds. See you next time. Indubitably.